measurement graphs. You can get here by either navigating into the reporting section into all reports where I'm at now, or in the list section you can come into your checklists and then you can get here by going to graphs. So I'll go here to measurement graphs. This is essentially taking any of your measurement items. So when you're entering in a temperature or quantity using the measurement item type, and it's going to give you two options. We can come here to our quick view, and within the quick view I can select any of the items. Once I select the particular item, it'll put it on this line graph. So now I can see each date and time stamp as well as the value that they've entered in. I can see that it's rising steadily. I can see when it declines. I can also focus in on particular dates if I wanted to by just pushing one direction or another. Or at the top here you can even select your actual dates. Now this is looking at one item at a time, and if you have a lot of measurement items then that might become really messy. So instead what you can do is you can create a new graph. You can come in here, add in a new graph, you'll give it a title, enter in your unit of measure. I have a couple that are already started here, so I'm just going to come here into the testing. And as you can see, the title's been brought in, the unit of measure for Fahrenheit. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add particular items into the graph. So we'll come in here and let's just enter in this enter in number. And we're just going to do prep list. And we can change the color if we want to. Then I'm going to select save. And it's going to pull it up on the line graph. Now I can continue to add additional items by continuing to add in this same item over and over. It's going to give a new line each time, but if I want to combine those into one line for each reference, what we can actually do is when you're here in the item itself, you can add an item, and now it's giving me a second line. So now I can select the second item and then the third. And as you can see, it's slightly different. So we have no value at the end, a period, colon. So we can essentially make sure that we're collecting the right information. And there's one more. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and it's going to take all of those values and it's going to put it all into one graph. So now you can see it's telling a much different story with our ups and downs. And same thing, we can really focus in on just a time period. So if we want to focus in on maybe just June, then I can do that by just adjusting here. Or as I mentioned, you can actually select the dates at the top. Now I can add a new item, and we've already entered in our prep. So now if I want to come in and enter in another item, I can type in here too. If that makes it easier, if you're looking for something particular, you can come in and make sure you're adding it here just to save some time. Once you've put in the information that you're looking for, you can save it. And now this will come in time and time again where you can access this report. Now, if I needed to make sure we're establishing the correct amount of prep in this scenario, I can come in here and set a range. So it looks like 0 is the lowest we can go. We're not prepping, right? But our highest is up in 300s. Like if we come over here, yeah, we're at 230, 635. So let's just say for the sake of today, our minimum is going to be 50 and our maximum is going to be 200. Now, when I save this, I'm going to come back into the report, and now we have this nice green line letting you know this is what your minimum and maximum is. So now I can very quickly see any items that are outside of my range. This is really nice for temperatures, so you can see historical temperature recordings and if any are outside of the needed range. So if anything's in that temperature danger zone, boom, I can see it right there, just with that green line. Okay, now you can have as many reports as you want. You can have as many line items on your graph. You can combine as many items as you'd like as well. Just save that report and come in, make a new report if you'd like to. There's always that quick view, which is nice. So at any given point, you can always come in and select any of your items